we can tell you is that there are three players who we might have hoped to see out there in this training session who aren't out there. Declan Rice, Arsenal fans, isn't out there with the rest of the team doing these early warm-ups. We're told that after having that little issue towards the end of the victory over Brentford, of course he played the whole match at Villa Park, but he's doing his own work in the gym at the moment. Nothing too much to worry about. We understand he could still be on the plane to Bruges later. It's one of those that we'll need to check in with Mikel Arteta a little bit later on, but he is training just away from the rest of the squad. Also not out there is Leo Trossard. He's had a little injury niggle, hasn't he, of late? He came on at half-time at Villa Park, scored, and then went off again. So they're obviously being careful with him. They're obviously managing his minutes. They're managing his training regime. I'm told he's also probably away elsewhere down here at the London Colney training ground doing his own work, and sadly still no William Saliba out there for a matter of a couple of weeks now, certainly 10, 11 days. We've had Mikel Arteta at news conference after news conference being asked about William Saliba, picked up that mysterious knock. We're still not really clear about what it was in training ahead of the Chelsea game. We've been told it's been a matter of days for the last three news conferences, and he's still not out there. Again, potentially could be ready to travel, could be ready to be involved in Bruges, but doing his own work away from the rest of the squad. Potentially you would have thought Saliba probably won't travel. They got Wolves on Saturday. Maybe he'll be ready for that game to try and get another win under their belt, to try and increase that gap at the top of the Premier League table back to the kind of size that it was before that defeat at the weekend. But yeah, those three players not out there. So yeah, defensively, of course, is where the attention is with injuries, despite the fact that Declan Rice isn't out there at the moment and Leo Trossard isn't out there at the moment. There have been 26 different injuries of different sizes to different players, lasting different amounts of time so far this season, second only in the injury table to Leeds, actually. And most of them are back. 4 injuries at the moment, confirmed injuries and confirmed as out. One of those, of course, is Kai Havertz, whose long-term still isn't out there. And 3 of them are in that central defensive position. So we've got, as we've mentioned, William Saliba out. Mosquera now going to be out for at least 6 weeks, we're told. And, of course, Gabriel is still out. In terms of defence, it's not the biggest problem in the world at the moment for Mikel Arteta, because Ben White came on, played his first game in ages against Brentford, won the man of the match, so he'll go on the right. Timber will come into that central defence, I would have thought, tomorrow night alongside Nkapie. And they've got the choice, of course, of Calafiori or Lewis Skelly on the left-hand side. Now, you would have thought, with the Calafiori having picked up a 5th yellow card against Aston Villa, he can't play against Wolves at the weekend, so maybe he'll play tomorrow night and Lewis Skelly kept back for the weekend. But yeah, there's plenty of potential selection issues for Mikel Arteta. They've been enjoying these warm-ups as they go to Bruges. Bruges not in the best form, of course. They've just changed their manager. They're way down in the Champions League table, but they have had a couple of decent results at home in the Champions League. Remember, in the playoff stages, they beat Rangers 6-0 at home. They've also had a draw with Barcelona and beaten Monaco. So although Arsenal may be able to afford to make a few changes to the lineup at the weekend, they'll need to be on their guard that there's not another unexpected good performance from Bruges. Top of the table, of course, in the Champions League. The only team with a 100% record, the only unbeaten team in this season's Champions League. But of course, all eyes as well on trying to get that win that you would expect them to win against Wolves at the weekend, just to make that gap back to somewhere where it was. 2 points, City breathing down their neck, Villa breathing down their neck. It's just not a comfortable position for Arsenal. Remain, of course, Premier League favourites.